Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today to continue with the tarot readings for the groups for 2024. We're going to read today for New Jeans, for the girl group New Jeans. So yes, today is going to be dedicated to them. So yeah, let's begin with the cards that they got. They got the cards of the Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Moon, Knight of Cups, and Five of Cups. And then from the Oracle, Mercury in Cancer, intuition. So I'm feeling a lot of emotionality here, a lot of emotionality. So I'm a bit like, I don't know if I would say like I'm confused, but I'm trying to sort of giving it a structure because it doesn't have it, because there's so much emotionality, there's so much feelings, there's so much water. So I wonder what does that has to do with the girls. Like, I think that probably it does make sense because the girls are very young, like they are very they can have like mood swings, or they can just change their minds about things. But like when I'm trying to think about their career, about from a business point of view, and also, since they represent a lot because they had been achieving a lot, like I'm a bit confused by all this water in here, but I will try to make it sense. We start with the Three of Wands. So in here, like, okay, I can sort of see where they come from. Obviously, they had another very successful year. With the Three of Wands, it's like that they had fulfilled everything that they had set up in the past, like everything that they had planned, they had mastered it. They had like somehow created more, they grew more, they expanded a bit more. So there's something about them or the company or the people that guides them. They want to keep with the expansion. There's something about like, okay, you've done so well, like we're going to keep moving to new opportunities, to new to bigger plans, something about making it bigger. And but then we have the Eight of Cups. So in here, from here, we have all this emotionality. In here, I'm starting to see all the water, and I'm a bit confused. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't think that it's about the girls taking a break or a hiatus or something like that. But I think that there's something that lets me know that probably they're going to slow down a bit with this sort of very passionate way of working, or this maybe this very fast and sort of like very impressive success. Or because definitely the girls image and the girls creation and music, they are taking over a lot, and everything is happening very fast, so with being fast and with being passionate and with being successful, I can see the Three of Wands, about them wanting to go for more, wanting to achieve more. But then with the Eight of Cups, I sort of see change of plans, a change of direction, maybe, a change in the way they had been doing things so passionately. And sort of reviewing this and being like, we should give up on this. We should give up on this style, and we should try to have a different approach to our music. So I don't know if what they want is to make the girls' style a bit much more sentimental and a bit much more like nostalgic. Like have them sing about, matters of the heart, but all from a very like not so like a very melodic kind of style, like singers, like sort of singing like ballads or something like that, like not that much dancing and just being, sparkling. And I see like a more nostalgic vibe, like, I don't know, I think that this probably has to do with the people that manages New Jeans, that somehow they want to um, walk away from the the formula that they had started from. Like they started with this formula and it was great, and all of a sudden this creator wants to like separate themselves from this. It's like, okay, we done well, but yeah, no, this is enough. We are not going to do this anymore. We are going to take a different path. We are going, maybe giving the girls a different look, giving the girls a different concept, but in the middle we have the moon. So this is when things get confusing, because the moon for me it's like the girl's career just becoming very confusing, like people just not understanding, like, okay, where is New Jeans? Like we want what New Jeans has given us, like we don't want change. So, and I don't think that is a change, but I think that there's something about, like, they had been working with someone or working with a certain sound or working with a certain strategy, and all of a sudden, I don't know if someone is going to resign, if someone is going to walk away from the project, if someone is going to, be like, okay, I don't want this anymore, bye. I don't think that is a member, but I think that probably is about the grown-ups or the higher-ups, and someone that was like the visionary of the group, or of this enterprise, being like, okay, I had enough, like this was great, but I'm moving on to another things. And this is where the moon starts. There's something about maybe people noticing that there's something missing in New Jeans management, that something is not the same. That, and probably with the moon card, there's a lot of suspicion, but also there's a lot of things that are not clear, like people just not knowing what's going on with New Jeans. But somehow, I don't know if there could be rumors or there could be certain changes in the girls that you would be like, okay, what's going on with New Jeans? Like, what is this? But yeah, then we have the Knight of Cups, that it would be like, maybe someone new can come in, someone new with a new proposition, and being like, okay, this is what we are going to do with the girls from now on. And, I love the girls, definitely the girls are very loved. So I could see someone influential being like, okay, don't worry, I will, I will handle this from now on. But then this person also finding themselves in confusion as well, because then we have the Five of Cups. So there's something about them having to rebuild or start over, or sort of fix something, that it has to do with people just being disappointed. People being like, oh, we don't want that. We lost what we had in the past, and we don't want the new thing. We want the usual thing. Like, I don't know what's going on, because I don't think that it's about them trying something new. It's weird because all these cars in here, like, I don't know why I get, like, how we talk about the Y2K the style, and the girls having these 2000 styles, and I don't know why with the moon and all these caps in here. I get that the girls' music, it's very much like it sort of transports you to this era, and they are built in that era. Um, and somehow they cannot get out of that era, because if they would, people wouldn't like it. People would be like, what is this? Like, we don't want the new music. We want the Y2K style. But there's also about someone trying to introduce change and not being able to do so. It's as if the girls are sort of in this, um, in this machine of time, where probably there's a bit of deception. I don't know if it's coming from the girls themselves, that they cannot get away from there. It seems like they have to stay in the Y2K, or in the 2000s vibes, but definitely there's someone that is like, they are young girls, that they they also probably want to change, or they probably also want to do something that, I don't know, girls their age do. It was like, oh yeah, this was a great style, this was a great start, but nevertheless we want something different. But the audience being like, no, we don't want new jeans to change. And I don't know, at the end with the Five of Cups, I believe that there's something about people in general, just like not being satisfied with what goes on with new jeans. I think that people, with the moon in the middle of the card, I think that there's a lot of emotionality placed on these girls and the image that they portray, that I think that it gets confusing, because it seems like no one wants to admit that some of them do not have a healthy attachment to what the girls represent to them. And there's a fixation on them that is not healthy, and that people do not talk about, because they know that, oh, if I say the words, I may get cancelled. So this is why I'm sort of seeing them stuck in this time machine, because they have to live up to what the audience, maybe the not so much the younger audience, but probably the older audience, like they wanting the girls to keep being this style that was from the past, and it's like, I don't want you to get out of there. I don't want you to try something new. So I don't know. It's very confusing, guys. It's very confusing. I just think that there's the sort of like, yeah, we love you guys, but at the same time, you disappointed me. And the funny thing is that I don't see action. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what the girls, or, what they could do to disappoint people, because there's not in a specific scenario, of all this happened, this is why you're disappointed, or someone said something and this was heartbreaking. I don't know. No, it's just it's a perception, it's a feeling, it's a sentiment. I don't know. But what I'm getting is that there could be instances for the girls to experience love from the crowd or the audience and receiving positive feedback, and then on the other hand, receiving criticism. It's like, oh no, they shouldn't have done that. Oh no, that wasn't right. I don't know if it's about their age and people being like, no, they shouldn't do that, because that's not That's not. They're very young. You know, like there's something very, very heavy, sort of holding them hostage in there, and it's like a feeling. It's like something that they don't say out loud, but it's like an atmosphere that gets heavy and heavy and heavy on the girls, and it doesn't allow them to grow or expand. It just keeps them in there, you know. And then once they are stuck in there, people get disappointed and moody and they stop talking nonsense. So, yeah, this year, 2024, is going to be challenging, full of confusion for new jeans, um, like sort of not seeing a way out at the moment, just remaining with their, maybe with their usual, probably having a comeback, yeah, but sort of maybe I don't know if people want compare the new song to the other songs and be like, oh no, we want the other songs, you know, so just sing those, don't sing the other one. So I don't know, I can sort of see it like an emotional manipulation coming from people being like, oh, I'm so disappointed in you, like I really loved you, I loved you girls, but then you sang about this and I didn't like it, and oh my god, like you know, no, I don't know how to explain the level of toxicity, but it seems like very toxic. It seems very like emotionally manipulating the girls, like, oh, you girls represented this to me and now you sing about this and I don't like it. um because I don't see like strong actions as well, so I don't know what they could do wrong. But I don't know, people will just end up disappointed, like we wanted something from you and you didn't give it to us, so we are disappointed. I don't know. I don't know. I think that this is, honestly, this is too much to ask and too much confusion for these girls. Like, I'm like, what is going on? What is happening with New Jeans? What is happening? Why are they representing this and sort of being responsible, quote unquote, responsible for people's emotionality? Like, I don't get it. But yeah. And then from the Oracle, intuition, see, again, another water placement, Mercury in Cancer. So, yeah, when I think about Mercury in Cancer, I think about this sort of motherly vibe and also this nostalgic vibe of the moon again, you know, of people just maybe having a strong intuition that the girls are changing or that the girls are evolving and they are growing up and they are changing to new things or new styles, and people just be on the defensive about this. I mean, like, no, we don't want you to do that concept. We want you to stay where you were doing before. You know, like, because if I think about this Cancer placement, you know, it's like going back to the past and being like, everything that was from the past was way better, so you should stick to this style. Please don't change, because I'm not going to love you anymore if you change. Something like this, you know. So it's heavy. And also with the card of intuition, you know, people probably getting very very heavy on suspecting things about the girls, you know, suspecting things like, okay, are they okay? Are they well taken care of? You know, being worried on one side, but then attacking them or asking the girls to not change. So it's a bit toxic, you know. It's like, okay, you worry about the girls being young, but at the same time, you put so much expectation on them. So there's a double standard that I don't get what is going on in here. This is why the moon is in here, because I think that it's going to be a year of where nothing is what it seems, you know. So we should get used to the idea that some people might get very nostalgic with the girls and sort of refusing for them to change and always being pointing at the things that they have done better in the past, even though they haven't been around for so long. So this is what I'm like, what is going on with the audience. I don't think that it's so much about the girls. I think that it's more about like what is going on with the audience, like sort of putting all this emotionality on this group of girls. Like they are so young and they are, they're just a girl group. Like what is going on with these people just, being so invested. And I don't think that it's just like regular teenagers. I think that there's grown-ups in here as well. So this is why it gets so heavy all of a sudden, and I get a very heavy vibe of like, what is going on with these people? Like people should let the artists be, and that's it. So yeah, this is all. I know it's confusing. For me, it was confusing the moment I saw this reading. I was like, what is going on with New Jeans? Um, but yeah, let's wish them the best and for them to be very well protected. Definitely the girls are protected. Don't worry about them. It's just that I think that it's more about the audience, like the audience mentality of some part of the audience and maybe the public in general, just getting very toxic and needy and demanding, but not being very straightforward about it. Being like, oh, I'm saying this because I love you girls, or I'm asking for this because I care about the girls, but you are manipulating them and their freedom to try new things. Because honestly, I could see the girls wanting to try something new, but I don't see it going anywhere. I see them getting stuck to the old ways, or maybe having to sing their own songs. I don't know. And I say old songs, and it's not that old, but I'm thinking about like the usual songs. Sort of feeling restricted to do that routine over and over and over, not being able to really move forward. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for today. So I hope it makes sense. And if you are a fan of the girls, or if you have some point of view about this, I would really appreciate your feedback, because this reading was very confusing for me as well. And I don't know much about the group, so I would appreciate your feedback. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.